Hi everyone, it's Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques Restoration. In this video, I'm going to talk about a paint color that I've been dying to try. So I'm going to paint this piece of furniture behind me, just the frame of it, and I'm going to use a new paint color. It's called Abyss. It's by Wise Owl Chalk Synthesis Paint, and I'm going to be using the 1 Hour Enamel. Now this is a different type of their chalk paint. They have regular chalk paint, which I did a previous YouTube video on. I painted a hope chest in their gray linen color. Very, very beautiful color. That was their regular chalk paint. This is their 1 Hour Enamel Paint. It's new, brand new, you guys. It is supposed to dry in 1 hour, and the best part, you're not supposed to need a top coat. I've never heard of this. This is crazy. This is just crazy, crazy. You don't need a top coat, no waxing, no polyacrylic, nothing. Crazy. So a lot of people have been using this on their kitchen cabinets, bathroom vanities, their front doors. I've seen so many really cool projects done in this 1 Hour enamel. So I'm going to start by first priming this piece behind me. Wise Owl also has a white primer. I'm going to use normally I don't prime, but I just want to make sure this project turns out fabulous without any hiccups. So I'm going to first prime it, put a thin coat of primer on. I have already cleaned this. Remember I told you guys I do prep my projects. Some people don't, to each their own, but I do prep my projects. So you're like, what does that mean? I clean them thoroughly with a product called Crud Cutter. I really like it, super easy. Spray it on, wipe it off, get all the gunk and grime. You gotta figure you're getting these antique pieces of furniture, and they have a lot of, oils, dirt, just gunked on stuff from years and years. So I always like to give my pieces of furniture a good cleaning before I start painting. I also like to fix any nooks, pieces of holes, anything that's been, damaged, veneer I repair, anything that needs to be re-glued and clamped. I always fix all my projects before I start painting them. So I'm really excited to get started with this color. Oh, let's look at the color. This is their 1 Hour Enamel colors. Abyss is right here. It looks like, to me, to my eyes, from what I've seen in other projects, it looks like a blend of turquoise and emerald green. It's very rich, it's dark, classy, it's just gorgeous. So I'm going to reposition my camera. I'm going to do a time-lapse video of me applying the primer first. We'll get started with that. Then we'll wait a little bit for that to dry, and then we're going to get painting, and I'm so excited. Okay, so let's go. I'm done applying the primer on the entire frame of that antique dresser behind me, and now I get to get started with the fun part. I get to paint with the 1 Hour Enamel by Wise Owl. Again, I'm doing it in the color called Abyss. Here's the lid. I just popped it. Isn't that color pretty? Like I said, it's kind of it's a teal, emerald green kind of mash up there. It's going to be so pretty. So the brushes that I'm going to use my Klingon F50. This is the largest of the flat brush, so I'm going to use that, and then I'm also going to use this little baby chunky little brush from Klingon as well to get into the smaller areas of the trim and on the underside as well. So I'm going to reposition my camera and we're going to start painting. Okay, everyone, first order of business, hair up. Yes, when you have long hair, gotta find ways to clamp it up and hold it up. I love my little claws. Here's a little tidbit for you guys to know. I have not cut my hair in almost a year. I don't know why, nor have I gotten it highlighted, so whatevers. just kind of letting it go. Don't really care. So we'll see how long it gets. I'm going on 10 months. Okay, so let's get started. Like I said, this has been primed. That's why you see the white streaks. And I'm gonna open the lid to my beautiful Wise Owl 1 hour enamel paint. This is the color Abyss. I'm gonna take a stir stick. I buy these little sticks at the dollar store. They come in like packs of, I think, 20 for $1. Good way of doing it. Giving it a good stir. I have the quart, that's the size I have of the paint. Looks like this. It's about 32 ounces. I'm giving it a good stir. Oh, this color is so pretty. Okay. So I'm gonna use my Klingon brush. I'm gonna position myself. I move a lot, so never mind me. I'm gonna start at the top and we are going to get started. The noise you hear is my little heater because I have a little dog and he needs to stay warm in the workshop. This biscuit is only 5 pounds. OMG. This color. Oh. Seriously? Oh, I'm in love. I am in love. This is a fabulous color. Wowzers. That's beautiful. It is going on really, really smooth. Such a pretty color. Can you guys see it? I'll get some more on here. So this 1 hour enamel is an acrylic paint. It has resin in it. So it makes it super duper durable. I've worked with art resin before, and I can attest to that. It is super durable. So what I've been seeing is most people are using this 1 hour enamel. A lot of people are repainting their cabinets right now. Instead of getting new cabinets, which we know are super spendy to do, people are painting their cabinets as an alternative and saving loads of money. But you need a durable, high quality paint in order to do that. And Wise Owl came up with this paint, and a lot of people have been using it on their kitchen cabinets and their bathroom vanities as a way to spruce up their home on a budget but look like they got new cabinets. Very impressed thus far. Goes on really smooth. I really like this color. So pretty. Can you guys see it? So what I think I'm going to do, I was debating what color to do my hardware with this dresser. Now that I've seen the color, I think I'm going to do gold. I think that'll really look nice with this Abyss. So it is like I thought. It's kind of like a turquoise with an emerald green with it. I'm gonna say more of a like a teal. Sometimes hard to describe colors. And I know different paint colors look different on different devices, so I try to do my painting in natural light so people get the true color. I know people have put this paint in sprayers and it's worked well. I know people who have brushed it on, like I'm doing. I'm just gonna keep painting. Again, this is the Klingon brush F50. It's the largest of their flat series. It works really well on flat surfaces like dresser drawers, the side of dressers. You get ample coverage. You guys seeing that? Pretty abyss. The paint is thinner than their chalk paint. I'm noticing that because I painted with their chalk paint before. So it is thinner than that. You can see it glides on really easily. I'll most likely do 2 coats. How's it picking up? Sometimes hard to know while I'm making a video if the color's being picked up. Okay. And I know this paint dries pretty fast, so I'm trying to work as fast as I can. Ooh, I'm liking that color. This is going to be so pretty. So my plan with this dresser is I will be staining the top. I will be keeping some of the drawers natural wood. Some of them I'm going to add a little bit of this paint to highlight the ornate pieces of the drawers. And then, like I said, I've already decided I'm going to go with gold to paint the hardware. I didn't know if I was going to go with silver or gold, but now that I've seen this color, I think gold will complement it much better than silver. I mean, silver would look pretty with it too, but I'm gonna go with the gold. How are we doing? Can you guys see it? I still feel like it's not picking up the right color. Here, I'll flip it around and go in. See if we can get it. Maybe? There it is. It's just so pretty. I'll keep painting here. Ba-bum-bum. This would be a great front door color. So the size I'm working with is a quart. A quart is 32 ounces. I believe for that size, the 1 hour enamel runs $38. It's just a little more expensive than their regular chalk paint because it's the enamel, and because you won't be needing a top coat with this paint. So it's just a little more expensive, but not too bad. There's a lot of just regular chalk paint out there that goes for around $40 a quart, and you still have to add a top coat. So if it takes one less application out of the game for you with refinishing furniture, hey, it's worth it. Good, we're picking up, I think, the color pretty well. I'm always like, where do I go next? Where do I go next? All right, I'll keep going around the frame so you guys can see where I'm headed. Can't wait to get down into this ornate area here in the front and really see the color work its magic. I usually paint on the inner lip of where my drawers sit, just because sometimes the drawers sit back a little bit and you don't want unfinished wood peeking through. So I'll go also along the edges here on the inside. I always put a little paint so everything looks uniform when the doors are the drawers are closed. All right, I'm gonna go down here and get all this goodness painted. All these little ornate features. When I got this piece, one of the caster wheels was broken, so I didn't have any other spare ones around, so I had to order a whole new set. And I'm glad I did, because when I started to move the dresser, 2 other of the caster wheels just broke. They were wooden caster wheels, and I think the wood was just dried out and brittle. The wheels just broke in half. So on most of my pieces, if the caster wheels are completely missing, I will order a new set and put them on. Because I just love the functionality of having wheels on dressers. I just think it makes it so much easier to maneuver the piece around a room. Especially a lot of these pieces are very heavy. It's good quality wood and they're just heavier. So I always like putting caster wheels on the pieces that have the holes already there for them. Okay, seeing this color. Sorry, I'm talking and painting, I have found is kind of difficult because you're trying to concentrate, but then your brain's also trying to create a conversation while you're doing it. Get it in here, all the nooks. I may need my stubby little brush. I'm gonna use my stubby little brush now to get in here real quick. Because my other one's having a little trouble getting in there. So I'm using my little baby brush. Get it in there. This is working nicely. If you aren't familiar with Klingon brushes, they're really awesome. I fought getting them for the longest time because I fight anything that's popular. It's just the way I am. I saw that Klingon brushes were getting popular and I was like, oh, everybody's getting on this certain bandwagon. Whatever, I'm gonna stay away from it. And then I just noticed my regular chalk paint brushes that I've always used. I don't know, I was getting tired of picking the bristles out of my paint finish, and I just thought, okay, I'll try one. That is it. I now have like 6 or 7 of them. So I love them. They don't shed is the biggest reason why I love them. I'm never picking out hairs in my finish. And they are self-cleaning, which I love. I just put them in water after I'm done using them, and the paint just falls off. They're really quite amazing. So for someone who didn't want to try them for the longest time, I'm glad I set my stubbornness aside and gave them a shot. Okay, I think I got this bottom area almost done. You guys can see. Again, this color is called Abyss. In their 1 hour enamel, I think they have like 9 colors. Don't quote me on that. I think 9 colors that are available right now. Again, this paint was just released, so I'm sure in due time they will release some more colors. Okay, we're good, we're good. Nothing on the brush. Okay. You notice I'm just kind of tag teaming with my brushes here. I'm gonna get this front leg here. Oh, I missed this on the side. You guys hear all the motorcycles? I live on such a busy road. As each motorcycle goes by, my whole floor vibrates in this house. Okay, how we doing? How we looking? I still have that to do. I have the front legs to do. I'm hoping you guys are seeing the color. So pretty. The sun's going down here in New Hampshire, so I'm hoping you guys can see this. Maybe I'll do the leg now. Well, I'm gonna keep painting. I don't want to bore anybody any longer. And I'm going to show you guys the final results once I get done here. Like I said, I'm probably going to have to do 2 coats. And then once I'm done, I'll reveal her how pretty she is. Okay? So this is the color Abyss from Wise Owl. I really love it so far. And I'll show you guys the final results when I'm done here momentarily. Okay guys, it's been a couple of days. I've been working on that antique dresser using Wise Owl Enamel Paint. There she is. I am really impressed with the coverage I got and this color. This color is amazing. This is called Abyss. And it's kind of like a emerald teal green, if that makes any sense. In some of my photos it looks more blue, but it is more of like a teal green color. So I love how this paint worked. I have a quart here of the Wise Owl Enamel Paint. I'm gonna say with this project I probably went through 1/3 of the can, so I still have a lot left. The cans run about $38, so if you can probably bang out like 3 dressers with a quart of paint, that's pretty good with your return, with profit and all that stuff. Now remember, I think about all those things. I'm running a business here, so I look into those things, because what you're doing is you're saving in the amount of time of putting a top coat on. That's the biggest selling point of this paint. You don't need a top coat. It's amazing. It's true. I put it on. It's hard, and I was trying to remember. I applied 3 coats. I did, and I primed this piece on the sides. What would I do different? When I use a new product, I always think back, what would I do different with this product? I would maybe prime this dresser or project twice, and then maybe I would only have to put 2 coats of this on. I only primed once, so maybe I would try that next time and see if that makes any difference. There's always a learning curve with a new product. With this paint, I also used a Klingon brush to apply it. If you remember watching the video, I would highly, highly recommend get yourself a Klingon brush. So I'm going to include below this video, you're going to see a link to order this paint. You need to get it. It's amazing. I know they have, I think, 9 colors right now, and I believe they're releasing new colors as we speak. So I really like the Abyss. I might try more of a neutral color next time, but I'm definitely going to be using this paint again. I'll also include a link to order Klingon brushes. If you don't have one, I would get one. I would start with they have different series. They have round, they have oval ones. I would get yourself a flat one. If you do a lot of furniture, start with that. I would get the F50. That's the larger of the flat brushes. That's what I used on this piece. And then they have like these new little chubby baby Klingon brushes. I would get yourself one of those too. Just for doing like detail work, like around the edge, you need a smaller brush. So I would go with that. So with all of that said, I'm truly, truly impressed with this paint. Go get yourself some. Again, it's called Wise Owl 1 Hour Enamel Paint, and I'm really happy with it myself. I hope you enjoyed watching me create this piece. At the end of this video, I'm going to include some close-up photos of what I call my Queen Victoria dresser. I thought that was an appropriate name. She's very regal looking. Can you hear my dog with his little nails? Biscuit. He's done like 5 laps so far. All right, you guys, we will see you soon. If you haven't liked and subscribed to my channel, please do. Please do. I'm almost at 300. I think I'm at like 297. I'm getting there, people. I'm getting there. Boop, boop. So my subscribe button is in the lower right-hand corner. If you have the video in a full screen mode, please click on that and start following me. I try my best to post new videos weekly, if not more, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching.